26A, number 4. A die is rolled 100 times. The total number of spots is 368 instead of the expected 350. Can this be explained as chance variation, or is the die loaded? So we don't expect to get exactly 350, but we want to know, is 368 far enough away from 350 that we say the dice is broken? Well, what we need to do is we draw a normal curve and we put 350 in the middle. That's what we expected. We hit 368. Well, that distance is 18 spots. Okay. Well, how do I compare that? I need to get an SE. So what is the SD? Well, the SD comes from the box. So in the box, I have the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I calculate the SD, I get 1.7. Now I need to multiply that by the square root of 100 or divide that by the square root of 100. Why multiply? This is a sum. So we use the SEN. So I'm going to times it by 10, and I get 350 plus or minus 17. So what do you think? 18 is just slightly larger than 1 SE. Is being slightly larger than 1 SE pretty probable? Yes. And if I build a 95% confidence window, I'm totally inside that. So no, we do not think the dice is unfair. Okay. Number 5, a die is rolled 1,000 times. The total number of spots is 368 in 0 instead of the expected 3,500. Can this be explained as chance variation? So I don't know if you realize this, but it's the exact same problem where everything gets multiplied by 10. Okay. So basically, I need to redo this where I add a 0 to the end of both of those. So now my distance is 180. Well, on the surface, you might say, oh, well, the SE is going to be 170, but that's not the case. The more draws you do, the smaller the SE becomes in comparison to the total. So I'm going to multiply this by the square root of 1,000, and what do you get? It's not 17. No, it's going to be something different. Let me turn on my calculator. 53? Okay. Well, now that I walked over here, let me... All right. So if I take 1.7 and I multiply it by the square root of 100, 1,000, 53.7. So, move these over here. So I'm expected to get 3,500 plus or minus 53.7. Well, 180 divided by 53.7 is 3.3 SEs. Is that very likely? No. What's the chance of that? It's like 0.00001 or something like that, right? 3 SEs gives me 99.7%, and I'm outside of that, so it's extremely unlikely for this to be due to chance.